And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Now, it has been a couple of... Wow, these new headphones isolate my voice a lot. Holy crap. Ooh, that's going to take some getting used to. Oof. Anyway, it's been a couple of months since we've played this game. Timing didn't really work out last month for this patron pick. So we're going to be doing it... Let me make sure it's on my schedule. I believe we're going to be doing it twice this month. Yes, we'll be doing it today and on the 28th. So look forward to that. Now, it has been a couple of months and I only played it for 4 hours. So it's going to take me a minute to remember everybody's names. But other than that... That's... Right, this is the save I made. Alright, let's jump right back into it. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies, too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out? Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Oh yeah, what happened to this guy? Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. So, is this all you're doing? That he thinks he can't do anything? Are you keeping him cooped up, or is he actually sick? Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Laura would get along super well, too. Oh, for your boiled peanuts. Forgot about that. Lie. Yeah, nothing strenuous here at all. I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Lore, Vivian's kid. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back to the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you, too. She sighs again, as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Lore. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs. Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Boiled chicken. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. What is this guy sick with? Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs in hospital. No, don't leave Gertrude at home. Or is it Gretchen? I think it's Gretchen, actually. No dogs. Why, I never. The absolute gall. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. Yeah. Somehow I think she might be the one keeping him sick. Munchausen by proxy, I think is the name. God, that woman makes me so nervous. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry, I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Lore. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Oh, I have to choose? I'm kind of curious to get to know Kanika. Oh, alright, Stella. What is actually up with you and cars? The mines have got to be a ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Lore. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. Ooh, I really like Stella. Oh, man. This is difficult. Who you want to smooch? Right, it's that kind of game. I guess we'll go with Stella. I'll walk with Stella. We'll meet you there. I get a trophy for that. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hey, thanks for coming along with us. With Gretchen and me, I mean. I had fun last night, but it was also kind of an objectively horrible experience. I was a little worried you'd ditch first thing in the morning. Not that I'd blame you. We saw some pretty terrifying stuff. Alright, should we talk about last night? I wasn't about to ditch out on the most interesting thing that happened to me here. I had fun too. I like hanging out with you. Don't get too attached. I'm just here for the mystery. Dang clingy much. Such asshole answers here. Should we talk about last night, though? Like, actually talk about it? Yeah, we probably should. I hope I haven't seemed too cold about everything that happened last night. The truth is that I'm barely keeping myself together. I just don't know how to let it out. Duke died out there last night, and I can't stop thinking that it might have been my fault. If only I'd dived for that flashlight. If only I didn't drag you along into the woods. Stella, whatever happened last night, you did nothing wrong. I just wish you could understand that. She's such a good girl. Surprises herself with the words good girl and starts wagging her tail. Who's a good girl isn't me. Stella pauses, searching for what to say. It's like there's this guilt boiling under my skin, but the only way I can process what happened is by turning off the part of me that feels things. When I'm around other people, it's like I think of Duke dying as just a thing that happened, like it's just part of another video. Because if I actually admit to other people that I feel something, then I'd have to admit to myself that what happened is my fault. Oof! I don't know how to break this to you, but if you didn't hesitate last night, we all might have gotten out of there alive. Jesus! Oh, man. You were so cool and collected this morning. What happened? She just told you what happened, man. Oh, do I want to say we can move forward together, or of course it's not your fault? Duke was going to find those things regardless. Duke was going to find those things regardless. Well, this is a toughie. I'm going to say... moving forward together is coming a little strong. I'm going to say, of course, it's not your fault. That's a little wishy-washy, though. Ooh, what do I want to say here? I'm going to say, of course, it's not your fault. It's Gretchen's fault. It's Tabitha's fault. It's nobody's fault, or it's my fault. If I say it's my fault, I'll talk about going for Gretchen instead of Duke, and that'll make her feel guilty because Gretchen was there because she was there. So I'm going to say it's nobody's fault. You and Gretchen have gone into those woods at night dozens of times by yourselves, and nothing like this has happened before. How could you have known? Thanks, Lore. I think I needed to hear that. The conversation comes to a dramatic halt, with you, Stella, and Gretchen all whirling around to face the source of the sound. A bird! Let me at it. I can get it. There's a hole in the ground there. Back off, dog. This is my stick. Oh, calm down, girl. It's just a bird. The same probably goes for the two of us. I guess we're all a little on edge. Let's hurry to the mine. It shouldn't be much farther. Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Hey. Y'all have a good walk? Yeah, it was great. I mean, not that you were missing out or anything. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Oh, there's a phrase you don't hear very often. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. What can I say? I thrive in the limelight. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that's in rom-coms? Oh, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We could just do a group call. I take it I'm the one going in. Well, it's logical. I'm the one who needs to talk to Tabitha anyway. I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about. Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends, and pretty much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know? It's probably for the best, Lore. You're good, Kanika. I've got this. You'll do great. Here's those earbuds I mentioned earlier. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something. I'll say something. Stella and Kanika chuckle on the other end of the line. Alright, cool. Nothing to do now but enter the work site. I'm going to save before I do so. Enter. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Explore. I'm in. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. Approach the nearest group of miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Ooh. Ooh. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. Knew, huh? He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. Ooh, past tense. Interesting. He accosted me last night. Wait, what? No way. Oh, is he dead? Isn't that the guy y'all said was, well, I guess he's still around. But accosting people at night? That doesn't sound like him at all. I'll press them. What'd you think happened to him? What are you, some sort of cop? Yeah, I'm a cop, and I'm looking into whatever happened to Wayne. I'll say I'm Tabitha's cousin. Ooh, maybe that'll make him clam up, though. I'll say I'm Tabitha's cousin. I'm here for the funeral. The miners straighten up, suddenly very serious. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were maybe one of them environmentalists, or... Yeah, sorry for any trouble. You make sure to tell her we said that she's a great boss, okay? I'm Zax, that's Davis, and this here's Harrison. And we don't know nothing about what happened to Wayne, you hear? Ooh. That was the wrong choice if I wanted to learn about Wayne. Alright, well, let's live with our failures. Seen anything weird lately? Nope, nothing at all. You make sure to tell your cousin that, okay? Oh, shit, I made him clam up! Maybe letting him know you're related to Tabitha wasn't a good idea. Alright, well, that was a big whoops. Actually, that's all, thanks. Bye. You walk away from the miners. Well, balls. Maybe it was just me, but they seemed to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Approach another group of miners. You head over to the next group of miners. Before you can reach the miners, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Mystical, what are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Well, not gonna happen, buddy. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Lore, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Oh, boy, are they gonna believe me? Oh, don't mind me. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Oh, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. I hate to say it, but between the way those miners talked about him and how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost? You hate to say it. Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Lore. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. I wonder why. Oh, this is delaying me, so the miners are going to talk and recognize and know that I'm Tabitha's cousin, and they're all going to shut up. Oh, no! He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. I wonder why. That I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Wayne trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Oh, so brave. Heck yeah, Lore. We've got your back. Ooh, alright. Tabitha, I don't think is going to believe us. I'm going to approach another group of miners. Hey there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? 2 first names. What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket, just like yours. So do all of our jackets. But if I switch with Isaac's, that'll make me Isaac's. Oh, no, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. You really think he's running around town, creeping on strangers, and ignoring his friends and coworkers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, do you think? No, no way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her, charms. Was Tabitha his girlfriend? Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who was Wayne seeing? Well, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's next. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next to the chopping block. I'm going to leave it and ask them about if they've seen anything weird. I won't press you on it. Good. Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Weird how? Ooh, I got a bunch of things I can ask about. I'm going to ask about weird animal sightings. Strange question. We don't exactly get out much. What does this have to do with Wayne? Knocking in the mines? I don't think so. Can't hear shit down there. Odd noises in the woods. Nothing but screech owls. People getting sick? The boss looks out for our health. That's all on that front, thanks. Anything else? They're not gonna talk bad about their boss to a stranger, so thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Let's pack it in, boys. Back to work. Should we check in? Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. Do I want to talk to Tabitha? Wait, she told me not to bother her, I think. She's not exactly going to be pleased to see me. She did tell me not to bother her at work. Screw it, I'm going to talk to Tabitha. I'm going to find Tabitha. I need to talk to her about this stuff. Good luck. I've got my eyes peeled. You make your way to the trailer in the middle of camp. Hang up and enter. Ooh. Tabitha's gonna catch me talking to people, or gonna catch us listening in. So I'm gonna tell Stella and Kanika I'm about to hang up. Hey guys, I'm gonna hang up real quick. I don't want Tabitha to think I'm spying on her, even though I'm definitely spying on her. You disconnect from the call before opening the door. You enter Tabitha's trailer and find her sitting at her desk, her head buried in her hands. Stella's banned! If you see this girl, tell her to leave. And her little dog, too. What are you doing here? Oh, she is not happy to see me. I can just leave if you want. No, you're already here. Might as well tell me what's so important. Who is Wayne? He keeps following me. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm sure if you ask around about him, you'll hear some rumors, especially from my employees. They like to gossip. There was a man named Sam Wayne who worked here for a spell. Then he disappeared. It happens all the time in this line of work. People show up for a job from out of town and they disappear one day after getting paid. I don't know what happened to the man. I didn't even know if he was still alive. But of course, my workers blame me for running him off. Whatever. It's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing. If you've seen him around, that's news to me. And also none of my business, as he is no longer in my employ. Is there anything else I can help you with? Alright, let's ask her about the weird ditchlings. There are monsters in the woods, Tabitha. I know it's hard to take this seriously, but we caught them on camera. They're supposedly a portent of doom for the town. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I am asking you to take me seriously. I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming for this town, it'll be because I'm not able to do my job. Ooh, feeling responsible, huh? Leave it at that. Look, I'm kind of swamped right now. I was actually getting ready for a big meeting when you walked in. But if you want, you can just wait here for an hour or so, and I can swing back when I'm done and pick you up. Just don't go around bothering my men. Don't move a muscle. Don't so much as make eye contact with them. They're supposed to be working. I'll see you then. Tabitha leaves the room. I can't protest and say I'm going to leave? As soon as she's gone, you place Kanika's earbuds back in your ears and redial the group. Hey, is everything good? You know, I don't think she was hiding something there. I think I believe her. Watch as we go through the whole game and the Tabitha interactions are just entirely mundane. Dead ends. Nothing. Nothing supernatural going on with this woman for the entire week. Yeah, I don't think she was hiding anything in that line of inquiry. I believe her that she doesn't believe in the ditchlings. She sounded like she felt she was responsible for the town, which is very humanizing for her. But was she hiding anything about Wayne? It's very like her to be so curt and dismissive and act like she doesn't care. But clearly she does care about the town. Was she hiding something there? I'm gonna say I'll see if I can find the last group of miners, but they've probably been warned not to interact with me by Tabitha. What a waste of time. I'm going to go see if I can find some miners to talk to. Glad you've seen the light. Oh, come on, Neeks. Cut her some slack. Tabby's not that bad. You are banned from the work site, Stella. She's totally that bad. No use sticking around here. Back outside to continue your investigation. As you leave Tabitha's... Ooh, who's this? As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Nothing to worry about. Oh, that's Rosalina. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Clearly she's doing a delinquency. Ooh, do I go after her, call Oscar, or be funny? I'm gonna be funny. Clearly she's doing a delinquency. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency? Only one way to find out. Let's go after her. Oh, playing in the mine, huh? You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. She did it. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Hey, remember all of those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down there. Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there, it doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if I means I have to go underground. Yeah, we're definitely going after the kid. Whoa, you sure, Neeks? Laura and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Ooh. There's a thought. There's a thought. We're going after the kid. Either way. But Tabitha should know about this so that she can... Okay. We're going ahead of her, but Tabitha should know so that she can organize her miners to help out. I'm going to call her. Pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Oh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, all right? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. Lie. No need to get snarky, I'll wait. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not going to wait around for you. I get an achievement for calling her but not waiting for her? I swear to God. Sorry, but my mind's made up. You hang up the call. Follow Kanika and Stella into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. This is creepy-ass music. I like it. Hey, you made it. I told you we would. For a second there, Kanika thought you were making a beeline for Tabby. I called her before coming in. Actually, I kind of did. I called her before coming in. You didn't. I was hoping we'd be able to get Rosalina out of here without anyone calling the cops on her. Or us. Tabitha had better not try to have us arrested for trespassing. Oh, I wouldn't worry about her calling the cops. I've snuck into the mines dozens of times, and she's never called the cops on me. That's because you two have a weird thing. I'm pretty sure Tabitha actively hates me, and believe me, the feeling is extremely mutual. Well, what matters is that the gang's all here. We'll find Rosalina in no time. Press on. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Oh, we're gonna get lost in here. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? That's the coal dust in your lungs. I certainly can't say I'm one for dark and stuffy places. This seems much more suited for a cat, if I do say so myself. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners. Oh, no wonder it's small. Or should I say, the minor miners. Alright, give us some levity. Give us some levity, Stella. I appreciate it. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my God, what was that? The mine's going to collapse and we're all going to die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Cute bats! Say, what's the big idea? Yeah, we was sleeping here. Shut that light off, you nosy bastards. I am so sorry for my companions. Stella means well, I assure you. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Lore, but let that interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture away from safety of my Stella's arms in a horrible place like this. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mind collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? No, she's not! Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was death. Of that I am certain. That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens here. Oh, you don't think it's Tommyknockers, do you? Okay, no. Tommyknockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommyknockers. Let's go find her. It came from this way. Follow me. Follow Stella. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. Oh, it's a bunch of the kids. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you guys even doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've been in my entire life. This place isn't miserable, it's cool and rad. Who the hell are you exactly? That's Lore, Tabby's cousin. Oh, now they think I'm like Tabitha, great. Well, I did call Tabitha because this is a very dangerous place for anybody to be, kids. Oh, when did I become an adult? Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Young pups these days. Absolutely no respect for their elders. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it. What would Dad think if he could see this, stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika, but if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Oh, man. Ooh, what do I want to say here? I could tell him not to twist it around on Kanika. I could say, can we maybe not do it in an abandoned coal mine? I'm going to say I'd love to help y'all sort this out, but can we maybe do it not in an abandoned coal mine? Oh, and what are you, an expert on mine safety? They only abandoned this place because there wasn't enough coal left to bother digging anymore. My dad told me, and he's an actual foreman at the continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about. Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. Oh no, alright. What is that face she's making? She's melting. What? Oh shit. Oh, hey Tabby. Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded-up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. No, do not smack the wall. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too. Enough! The damage is already done. Now leave! I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? Not in an abandoned coal mine, Stella. I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you. And I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. I love Gretchen. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. You are not helping, Tabitha. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalita deserves better. Oh, no. Ooh. I'm not going to embarrass her further. Though Stella will probably talk about the haunted house, won't she? You keep what Pixel told you earlier to yourself. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off of my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalita, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh no, not this again. And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Oscar actually invited us to check it out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned coal mine related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Fuck off, Tabitha! Exactly. Rosalita's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. Oh, come on, Becca. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? Okay. I could tell her to talk about it. I could talk down to her by saying Oscar is doing this to protect her. Oscar should treat you more like an adult. The children yearn for the mines. I hate that expression on Tabitha's face. I'm tempted to say at this rate I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. But I'm kind of focused on getting these kids out of here right now. So she seduced all her lovers. This game has tough dialogue choices. I like it. I'm going to say at this rate I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Yeah, I'll be the weird guy. I've seen some real bad things in this town. Even if it isn't a ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar is lying to you. Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There are no such things as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yeah, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalita lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem is solved. You know, Rosalita, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing! There is no ghost! I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung, or gets crushed by rocks, or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Oh? Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella! I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along, too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. This reaction, the look on her face. I think she knows what that knocking is, and it's something supernatural. I think she knows it's supernatural. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Deeks. It will not. Wait a second, where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Oh, no. Oh, wait, we went through a child-sized tunnel. Never mind. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. You are a little thick. It's probably for the best, dear. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Oh, they're over there. Oh, okay. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them. I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Lore. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. How are you getting service at all? You're in a coal mine. I will happily escort these 2 knuckleheads out. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, the puppy dog eyes. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. Oh, there's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. I don't want to be stuck in an abandoned mine playing cat and mouse all night. Look, I just want to put in my due diligence in case their parents try to sue me for their own negligence. If we catch up to them and they decide they want to continue to be a nuisance, then fine, they can rot down here for all I care. Inspiring. Yeah, she's a real ray of sunshine, isn't she? I wouldn't worry too much about it. Their teenage bravado will probably start to shrivel away in not too long, and we'll be there to help them safely and calmly find the nearest exit when that happens. Don't worry, it'll be fun and safe. I'm sure that's exactly what you told him last night, and we all know how that ended. Coming along, but I want to stress that it is against my will and better judgment. Okay. Yeah, I'll be weird. There's no way around it. It isn't just those kids. Something is calling out to us from down below. Noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Excuse me, I am a formidable and self-sufficient monster-hunting companion. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head toward the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Oh, I hope we get to save them. All right, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. All right, we're going to save, and I'm going to take a quick break. This is getting good. I mean, the game was already good, but oh, this is great atmosphere, and the choices are so good. All right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, I'm back. Venture deeper into the mine. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? Excuse me. We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Oh, no. Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of a YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Me. Hi. I have no sponsors. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. Oh, let it into your dead, blackened heart, Tabitha. It's okay to feel good about it. I don't know, you kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. Dang, Stella. Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're on, like, every big podcast. Thank you. Thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all of the things she said tonight. For a public figure, I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin. Come on. She's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. Tabitha probably likes this one. She's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. You've seen how she's treated everyone tonight, except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never struck me as someone who let other people's opinions bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have to try so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. If I say I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me, they're going to start, aren't they? I'm going to say it. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. What did they see? Tommyknockers. It's not Tommyknockers. They're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got out of our sight, their bravado would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all of the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you, but at the heart of it you can sense something else, the quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Follow them down into the pit. The ladder's definitely going to break, isn't it? You walk to the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Man, the knocking every so often in the background music is so good. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Oh, now it comes out. Becca. Yep, they're close all right. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Step forward. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Lore? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Oh, hello. You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. Oh, the worm-ridden wood that caused the collapse. It's still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Lore, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. Oh, she saw it too, huh? I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, all right? Not the plan. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Oh, both of us were shown the dark truth of this place. I'm gonna say I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? Ooh, I remember you diving towards me. Did you know something might happen? I've seen horror movies. You looked like you were about to wander off and get yourself killed. I didn't want to let you out of my sight, not down here. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath, and it looks like she's been crying. I'm sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. Oh no, are the kids dead? I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tabitha's right, by the way. In real life, in this situation, you get the fuck out and send rescue later. But, oh, no. What about the kids? Oh, this music is not helping. Oh, no. What do I do? If I go after Becca and Alexis, this might just get Rosalina killed. Do you want to save kids or save yourself? Okay, if you're gonna put it like that, I guess I gotta go after Becca and Alexis. Alright, go after Becca and Alexis. Okay, let's do this. Lore, don't do this to me. They're kids, Tabitha. I'm not going to leave them down here. Are you serious? Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. Follow her. You run after her. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here 1,000,000 times already. Oh, you know what? Maybe the ghosts are leading us to them. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Lord, if we get stuck down here... I'm glad you decided to come along. You won't regret it. We'll see about that. We're coming. Just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Come on, the way out isn't too far. Well, we gotta go now. Okay. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. All of you, start climbing. Now. Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. Climb out of the pit. You You follow suit and start climbing. Oh, it's gonna break, isn't it? Or not. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Why couldn't you have just listened to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. Continue towards the entrance. Are we gonna make it? You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we've got to go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Oh! Oh, her leg! And then the knocking fades, and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. Oh no, her leg! What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Oh, crap. Shit. Why? Why did this have to happen? She's not dead, is she? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. Oh, she's alive. Okay. This really hurts. Oh, this poor kid. Stella and Kanika popped their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of there. Are you... Oh my God. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went into there to drink, right? I ain't gonna tattle. Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. In a panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. Oh, Stella! This is not the time to laugh, but Stella's sprite! I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're going to get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here, and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Laura and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Don't worry, Pup. I know you're sick, but I'm here to keep you warm. Am I gonna die? Well, no. Thankfully, it's just your leg, but I don't think you're gonna keep that leg, Rosalina. I'm sorry. Rosalina, don't say things like that. You're gonna be okay. Just keep breathing. I'm not gonna tell her we all die eventually. What the fuck? It could cut an artery, that's true. Ooh. You're gonna be okay. Just keep breathing. Thanks, Lore. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Lore. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. And that's why you shouldn't drink underage. No! Not saying that. Oh. Oh, man. I'm tempted to say whatever happens tonight, you should remember it, Alexa. Or Alexis. I think I should comfort her. Alexis is right. You are very mature for your age. Worrying about others at a time like that, you're more brave than a lot of adults I know. It's true, Rosalina. You're really brave. Braver than I am, and smarter. If I hadn't stuck with Becca, maybe... I don't know. Maybe it would have been different. It's just not fair that this happened to you. You're the nicest person I know. Rosalina? Still awake, just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Don't go to sleep just yet, Pup. Oh, I keep getting glimpses of her leg. Ugh! Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ! You weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Oh, poor Rosalina. God damn. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir. I promise you, we're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. Oh, this is awful. At least she's alive. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Ooh. Goddamn after-school special. No, I'm not gonna say that. Ooh. Excuse me. Oscar, I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. At least nobody died. What happened, though? I'm going to say just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault. Oscar, I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time. My offer still stands to check it out for you, once you're back from the hospital, that is. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I don't think he's coming back from the hospital, tomorrow, Stella. He's gonna stick with his daughter. I've gotta go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. Love how you can play this game as a complete ass. True, it's good that you have the option, but I don't want to. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Do you think Rosalina is going to be okay? The paramedics said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. I'm going to talk about my vision. There's a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. The Scarlets caused the old collapse, Charlotte Shaw was set up, or Charles Shaw was set up. No way. Dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? I don't believe in visions. Whatever you saw was probably just autosuggestion. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Laura and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't autosuggestion. The entities in the mines. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. I originally bought the game hoping to be terrible, but got too attached to the characters who could never be mean to anyone. I could never. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind you, right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them? Oh, I didn't see anything other than the two of you in that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark, abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Ditchlings! Bit of a non sequitur. Case closed, good work. Something's telling me that this was only the beginning of our ditchling problem. Now that you mention it, Kanika's mom said that the numbers we saw in the woods were a big deal. Nobody even died here tonight, and I feel like we're left with even more questions than we had this morning. And we had a lot of questions this morning. But hey, maybe we just averted whatever disaster they were here to predict, though. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right? What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. And don't you dare try and pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Well, thanks for the backup, Tabitha. I just noticed Kanika's bat belt buckle. That's cute. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. Oh, they want to talk to me specifically. I wonder why. What a coincidence, running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Lore. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip. Oh right, they didn't find him. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so no way to confirm until we track him down. Oh right, because we stole the... Damn it. Now, I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but As officers of the law, you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And, we have to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family? And why were you down there with them? Explore. I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. Oh. Yeah, I'll say that. His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at the mines here. It seems an awful lot like deflection to me, wouldn't you say so, Earl? This is a nice town. People don't go about stalking strangers in these parts. Yeah, I'll drop it. Decide to drop it. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course. Very noble of you. Pardon our questions. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. These guys are going to be trouble later. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening. But we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Meeks? Stella, no. This is all just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey. Guess the cops are done with you. What, are they going to take you in for being present in an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small-town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now, come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Lore? Excuse me. Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. Well, she does care a little, and I'm betting she also wants to talk about what she saw. Are you kidnapping me? I'll text you when we're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. Dramatic music starts playing, though. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. How are you holding? Oh, let me see what else. There's a lot of explore happening here. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixated on the road. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or... No. Now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again crossed the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You could have... No, you should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Well, thank you for the consideration, Tabitha. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. Is the cat up here? You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Yo, these are those things, right? Uh-oh. Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. Are you in the mood to use abbreviations like that? You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread bawling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalita's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. I bet it's the cat. Yep, it's the cat. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. Just want a warm place to sleep. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Oh, what's this? Oh, is this the preview of Chapter 2? Or Chapter 3? This game does horror so well. This game's atmosphere is amazing, intense, awesome. This game is fantastic. This is the end of Episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed, if you dare. There are only 4 released at this point, right? 4 episodes? Oh, I wish the whole game was out. Oh, I want to play the whole game. Knock, knock, indeed. This game is so good. This game is so good. I'm so glad you picked this game, Inigo. This game is so good. I'm really glad I chose Speak with Animals. They're working on another game at the same time. Which game? Similar vibes, but with voice acting. Ooh. What's the name of the other game? Excuse me. Slay the... Oh, yeah, you guys told me about Slay the Princess. I'm going to have to check that out at some point. Definitely going to have to check that out some point. This game's really good. I do think it's funny that what I feel like is agonizing over decisions, you guys think is being quick and decisive. That is pretty funny to me. And it goes for puzzle solving too. That happens with that too. Sorry, just taking a minute to take episode 2 in. Damn, that was good. Poor Rosalina. Though, if I can be a little callous for a moment, I hope this doesn't get in the way of us ghost-busting Oscar's house. Like, I hope this doesn't lock us out of ghost-busting Oscar's house. I'm glad we got those kids out. Like, they were going to get trapped behind a rockfall, and I don't know if they'd have survived, lost in the dark as they were. Alright, well, I think it's a good time to take another break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, sorry that break was a little longer than I expected. I needed to run the fan for a minute. Oh wow, the game is really loud compared to me. Let me turn that down a little. Bring back chat. Alright, let's start episode 3. So to continue with this world state in episode 3, please save your game now. Okay. I'd like to see a recap before starting episode 3. No. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mines still stuck to your skin. You went to bed without showering off the coal dust? Take a shower. Oh, that is not a great shape shower curtain. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Oh, I don't want to think about Rosalina's shattered leg. Okay, let's go down the options. Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume me. I'm not going to think about Rosalina's shattered leg. Think about Duke and the image of him lying there, slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're a part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. What do I want to think about? Wayne intrigues me. I don't think I've forged enough of a romantic bond with Stella to think about someone special. Wayne intrigues me. I'm gonna think about Wayne. Yeah, I'm gonna think about Wayne. You think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. You're done here. That's it? Okay. You're done here. Wash away your sins. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. What's the name of the opossum? Dave? Is Dave? Is Dave still in my drawer? Dustin, that's his name. Check out Dustin. There are 2 of them now. Morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Her name's Mom. She come to visit. I Dustin Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Glass house? Glass house, huh? Dustin says you not dangerous. Dustin is fool. All humans dangerous. Mom not understand, Dustin. What happened to your glass house? What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter move in. Kick Dustin Mom out. Squatter try to eat Mom. Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but squatter not evil. It just try to survive, just like all creature. Dustin still have much to learn. I've gotta go. Bye. Okay. That's cute and funny. That's that. That is not that. I'm going to check in on Dustin and his mom every day. Look out the window. You walk over to the window, fondly thinking about the pleasant view it provided you on Monday. It's the same view. Check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Yeah, a Dustin plush would be adorable. That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. I'm going to text Stella and then I'll message the group chat. You pull out your phone to text Stella. Send a photo of a creepy mascot in a grungy basement. I know exactly what creepy photo they're referencing there. The stretched out Mickey, the guy in the Mickey head and costume that looks all stretched out and is peering from around a corner. I know exactly what photo they're referencing there. How are you holding up? No, I'm going to send a photo of a creepy mascot in a grunt. They mentioned somewhere if they ever made another plush, they'd make Dustin first. Ah. If it's not spoilers, who's the other plush? Wayne. They made a Wayne plush. That's funny. That's funny. How are you holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Kanika. Send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. I'm going to send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. You send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Message your group chat. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. I get to meet Reese today! Exclamation, exclamation, one exclamation. Send a photo of a pained old man. What's the game plan? Wayne is a romance option? What? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted up here. It's time to start your day. Playing the field, keeping your options open? Oh, I get a trophy for texting both of them? Oh, who's this? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-haired woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Is this a maid? A housekeeper? Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Oh, the greenhouse is the glass house. Ah. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? Address the red-haired woman. Hi, I'm Lore. Hi, I'm Lore. Good morning. I'm Janie, just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Lore. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Oh, she's a talkative one. I'll say it's as the start of It's Nice to Meet You. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's... Janie. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Tabitha, am I being too much again? Tabitha crumbles in acknowledgement. Bonjour, frou-frou. Bonjour? Sacre bleu. Don't think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I to bear it? I see. Talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit on the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. To me, they kind of are. I'm not going to tattle on the opossums in my dresser. I'm not going to tattle on Dustin and his mom. Nobody lives out in the garden, right? Gosh, I wouldn't know. Miss Tabitha won't let me touch the place. Nobody lives in the garden. Why are you even asking? Remain silent. Good. I'm glad you have the sense to drop it. Any updates on Rosalina? Yeah, they had to take her foot. Oh, no. Oh, that poor kid. She's lucky that's all they had to take. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening. So, you're coming with me. Let's get going. All right. I'm gonna scold her for that. Hold on, you can't just tell me Rosalina lost a foot and move on like nothing happened. Just because something terrible happened to someone, it doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. Life has to go on. And let me assure you that what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now, shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt for something I personally begged you not to do? Okay. That's a little fair, but if we hadn't gone after those kids, they would be dead. I'll meet you outside. I'm going to eat something first. Sure, I'll meet you outside. Are you seriously asking for time alone here after you just probed me about whether the garden has a squatter problem? What do you take me for, an idiot? I'm already behind on my day. I don't have time to deal with hijinks. JD, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, JD approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Lore, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Usually when you say that, it's sarcastic, Janie. Thanks. Last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentleman and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Was there a creepy youth pastor I've been hearing about? Do I make a funny with everything that's been going on lately? Having a priest on speed dial seems handy. Or do I tell the truth and say, I'm not Christian, but thank you for the offer? I'll say speed dial. I don't want to shut her down. With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on speed dial seems handy. Having a pastor on speed dial is always handy. Debatable. And my Daniel is a wonderfully talented pastor. Also debatable. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. You and Tabitha walked through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than on making conversation. All right, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, neat. What kind of tea? I don't know. The kind Sybil makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is called. Quit interrogating me about tea blends. Jeez. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Oh, that's trouble. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Have I ever told you that you scare me? I don't like any of these options, really. So I'm going to say nothing. You say nothing in response. We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. It'll treat your vampire problem. Keep it at bay for a little while longer. Lore, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Afraid of Miles. What if he makes fun of me for being old? I'll ask, is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. You know what? Sure, I'll talk to him. Chat with Miles. Excuse me. So, Miles, before you can finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling of bells, announcing another patron. Who's this? Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Lore, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Somehow it doesn't sound like you're pleased to meet me. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'll be boilerplate. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. Oh, poor bastard. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy, with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty's our prized pumpkin. She was a big lady, too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds! Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, with everything else going on. I don't think you want to see him like that. It's really bad. I'm a farm boy. Blood don't bother me none. I just want to find my daddy, even if he's like one of them horror movie monsters. He's still my daddy, and he shouldn't be out in them woods where any animal can take a piece of him. He died on the northeast edge of town, off the Esgina Trail. I don't think this is going to get him killed, so I'm going to say he died on the northeast edge of town, off the Esgina Trail, because he deserves to try to find his dad. Thank you, Lore. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And please, tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Hey, Alana. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at library after and figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. Can't say things much because I'll be driving, but I'm excited to listen to Lore audiobook hours. Good. It's what I'm good at, apparently. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Oh, I shouldn't abandon Tabitha. I shouldn't abandon Tabitha. I should wait for Tabitha, because I've been ditching her all week. And I shouldn't just disappear on her. So I'm going to wait for Tabitha. I do want to romance Stella, though. man. Oh, this is tough. Oh, man. I don't want to ditch Tabitha, but I want to swing by Stella's. Oh, man, what do I do? I shouldn't ditch Tabitha. I'm going to wait for Tabitha. I hope this doesn't lock me out of anything. Ooh, do I want to get an answer as to whether this will lock me out of romancing anybody? How much does this decision matter as far as the romancing goes? Because if it does, I'll swing by Stella's, and if it doesn't, I'm going to wait for Tabitha. I should wait for Tabitha. I should. But I want to hang out with Stella. I'm going to wait with Tabitha. Or I'm going to wait for Tabitha. I'm not going to ditch her. Your cousin will probably be back any second. It's best to just stay put. You and Miles share an uncomfortably long moment of silence as Bo continues to shop. You doing okay, buddy? Miles glances up at you, eyes narrowed. Don't talk to me like we know each other. You're just Kanika's weird friend. I don't even remember your name. It's Lore. Okay. Cool. I'm just going to go ahead and forget it again. Miles returns to his phone. This kid's kind of a dick. So, did you hear about how Rosalina's doing? No. Oscar apparently posted on Facebook about it. You seem ancient enough to have a Facebook account. Why don't you check it yourself? I'm not your little newsboy. I'm just trying to ask you about your friend. I'm gonna be stark with her. No, I'm gonna say, aren't you worried about her? She's Alexis's friend. I don't know her. We just go to school together. That's it. Miles returns to his phone. Tabitha bursts out of the tea room, tucking a pouch of herbs into her coat as she walks. She looks up at you in surprise. Is that drugs, Tabitha? Wow, you actually stayed. I kind of expected you to go running off the instant I left you alone. Too scared of you to do that? Family is important. I'm not just going to ditch you. That is not my behavioral pattern so far, but I am going to say it. That's a nice sentiment. We'll see if you can actually put it to practice by not doing anything weird or dangerous for the rest of the week. I've got a couple hours to spare. I'll pick us up some sodas and we can get out of here. I don't like lingering where just anyone could walk up and start talking to me. So the way Tabitha's been acting, and her problems communicating with other people and relating to them, and how tired and beat down she seems all the time. Is Tabitha autistic? Huh. I wonder. Tabitha leaves the store, motioning for you to follow. Follow her. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? And here I thought the estate was your secret lair. The estate is my non-secret lair. Everyone knows I live there. Now come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. So that's why the estate is so busted up. You live here instead. Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. Follow her. You follow your cousin into the model home. We haven't rented this one out for years. I come here to get away from it all? Does that make sense? It does. It's kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. Tabitha hands you a cream soda before settling in on the couch. Though this home gives the appearance of being lived in with its furniture and lack of dust, it feels nearly as empty and barren as the estate. There's no soul in this place, only the dream of one. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Talk about Tabitha. Do you like living here? It's the only thing I know. That's a deflection. You don't need to have lived somewhere else to know if you like it here. You do, actually. Everything in life requires context to properly understand. You know, I think she is autistic. And I don't have context here. I've heard you don't go to city folk. Are you telling me you've never even been to a city? I've never set foot out of Scarlet Hollow. Oh, you poor thing. No, before I took over, Pearl Ann was too busy to take me anywhere. Then when she retired and I became head of the company, I wound up in the same boat. It's not like anyone can fill in for you when you run everything. I'd like to go to the Outer Banks one day, but I guess that'll have to wait until I retire. You live in a massive mansion, but only have 3 cups? Why does everyone get hung up on that? It's not like the Scarlets don't own more dishware, but I'm not going to use the fine china to drink Pepsi. And we technically have 4 glasses, but one of them is used for the silverware. She likes her routines. She likes her specific things. She doesn't like having things out of place. She uses the same few dishes over and over, rather than changing it up even though she's rich. So there, we have more than 3. You've never left Scarlet Hollow? You act like it's weird. Traveling is difficult and stressful. I've seen vacation movies. Something always goes wrong. So even if I had a day off, why would I want to spend it driving somewhere when I could spend it actually relaxing? I don't need to see some windy rock or even the beach. It's just not worth it. Do you ever get to travel? I just asked that. Can we try some of that tea you picked up? It smells nice. Nope, it's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. Oh, you have insomnia. Gotcha. Do you actually like running the mines? It's a job, an important job. I've had years of Perlan drilling that into my head. I'm sorry you never got a chance to live your own life. I mean, do you truly live your own life, or do you live a life changed by obligations to other people, who in turn live their lives, which are bound by yet another set of chains? On and on it goes. Nobody is free. Why do you come here? Like I said, I like getting away from it all. People know they can find me at the estate, but they don't know about this place. It's nice to... Well, thank you for letting me into that, Tabitha. That's a measure of trust. Damn. It's nice to escape from being known, at least for a little while. Talk about your family. What was Perlan like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. She was my mother. She was your mom's twin sister. Fraternal, they didn't look alike. Same with their personalities. Night and day, from what I've heard. Perlan was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? Did you two get along? What do you think? How did she die? Sleep apnea. Ooh, that's rough, because I just had doctor's appointments to discover if I have that. And I have mild case, which hopefully will be cleared up by sinus surgery when I have my polyps out. But yeah, she has food issues too. She only eats mac and cheese and one ice cream. Like, I have food issues as part of the presentation of my autism. I have really bad food anxiety when trying new things, so I tend to just eat the same things over and over and over again. Lots of snacks and lots and lots of pizza. And I don't like condiments. I don't like complex foods. They kind of scare me in irrational ways. So that's something I relate to her about. Leave it at that. What was your dad like? Don't know. He just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. They never got divorced, just separated. He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to the Scarlet Fortune if they divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. Wow, what an asshole! Sounds like he was a real loser. That's what Perlan always said. I just don't really think about him anymore. If he didn't want anything to do with me, his loss. What do you think of Silas and those other old-timers? What is there to think about? For better or for worse, they're the reason I'm here getting interrogated by you. Talk about your relationship. What kind of things did Perlan tell you about me and my mom? The sort of thing you'd probably expect. A lot of it wasn't necessarily wrong, either. What do you really think of me? Do you really want to know? I don't mince words. Hit me with it. If that's what you want, you push my buttons. It's like you exist to antagonize me. I don't even know why I took you here. You're a better person than you let on. Why would you even say that? You've only been here for 2 days. You don't know me. I'll ask about the people in town. I'm supposed to have dinner at Reese's place. Do you know him? Reese? Oh yeah, the dude that used to hang out with Kanika and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet, smelled kind of weird. Stopped coming to school at one point. I guess he got sick or something? I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. Guess that's not hereditary, though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. I know I've already asked, but now that we're hanging out, can you tell me what the deal is with you and Stella? Oh, not this again. But, fine. We were close in high school. Really, really close. Oh. Is she bi? We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies and eating chips, and... Anyway, if Perlan didn't like her, I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes at the mine. Perlan made sure my every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. What a shitty mom! But I never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. I'm into her, is that cool? You should hang out with her again. It's not like Perlan can stop you. And she misses you. Tabitha takes another sip of her cream soda, avoiding eye contact. I guess there isn't anything standing between us anymore. That hadn't really occurred to me yet. What do you think of Oscar? Yeah, you can be friends again. You can be friends again, Tabitha. You should try. What do you think of Oscar? I think he's doing a bad job raising his kid. Take last night, for instance. She has way too much freedom. Oh, you would think that. And look how that turned out for her. But what do you expect from someone who had a surprise baby at 19? Plus, I have my own library. Not that I have time to read anymore. What do you think of Avery? Who? She would not know him. Don't elaborate. Are you sure you don't want to talk about Wayne? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, boundaries respected. Thanks. Do you know Sybil well? Everyone in town knows her. Why did you hire Janie? Perlan hired Janie. She was my babysitter before she started cleaning the estate. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? Stella will be there. But so will Kanika. I doubt she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point arguing with you. If you're going to get up to any paranormal stuff, I'd better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Hell yeah! Count me in. Hell yeah! Have some fun! Thanks for taking me out here. Oh man, would she have not come along if I hadn't told her she could be friends with Stella again? Like, if I hadn't put it in her head that she doesn't have anything stopping her from being friends with Stella, would she have not come along? Do I want to know? Ooh. That's a good question. Do I want to know? I think I'll leave it a mystery for the moment. Well, if it's not spoilery, go ahead and tell me. Thanks for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Almost forgot it's Mayor Jimmy Day. There's another chance to invite her. Ah, cool. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird, foggy morning. Lowercase c. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing, even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But, yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh, what a ridiculous event. You know he's a dog, right? Did they fill you in on that little detail? No, that's news to me. I love when pets get elected mayor of places. We haven't had a human mayor in Scarlet Hollow since at least the early 1900s. We've been a dog mayor town since then. That is an excellent tradition. Tabitha takes another sip of her soda, smirking. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And if Stella's gonna be there... Oh, she does have a crush on Stella. Yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. Alright, before we continue, I'm gonna save and take one last break. So I will be back in a couple minutes. Burb. Alright, I'm back. Sorry that took a sec. I needed to run the fan. It's very hot. In fact, let me see. It is 84 degrees out, and I'm in a room on the second floor running electronics, so it's significantly hotter for me. And it's humid. Anyways, how do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. Excuse me, Miss Scarlet. Can I help you? Oh, no. Becca stares at you from a distance as the furious woman tears into Tabitha. This must be her mother. What the hell do you think you're doing down here, grinning like a buffoon after everything that happened last night? A mind collapse almost killed my poor, sweet, innocent child, and you thought it was a good idea to retaliate by demoting my husband? We've gotten used to a new lifestyle. You can't just take that away from us for something that was your fault. It was absolutely not Tabitha's fault. Lady, I heard that one girl had to have her foot amputated. That could have been my child. Don't think I won't be pressing charges. Ugh, Mom, please, you're embarrassing me. Shut up, Becca. Mommy is advocating for you. You're lucky your daughter didn't get herself killed last night. The way I hear it, everything was fine until you showed up, so unless you want me to sue you as well, I'd keep your mouth shut. What legal grounds do you think you even have? There are signs, the place was boarded up. I did my legal duty. You don't have a leg to stand on, so don't try to threaten me. Mom, can we just go, please? If I were you, I'd listen to your brat. You haven't heard the last from us. You'll see. The woman storms off just as quickly as she'd stormed in, Becca following at a distance. God damn it. She's right. I can't just hang out around town the day after something like that. It doesn't look right. I should be up there, even if it's just to oversee what's going on. Oh. If I'm supposed to run this place, I've got to get my head in the game. I can't slip up like this again. Tabitha sighs, straightening up. Her scowl returns. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you at the library tonight. Oh, you are still coming. Good. Okay. Your cousin turns and heads back to her car, leaving you alone on Main Street. Go to the library. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in a corner of the main foyer. Yes, you're here! Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Lore to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we? Oh my God. The security guy has the best job in the world. He takes care of a dog and he gets to dress up like this for official events. He must have a great time doing this. Also, can I just say how hot Stella is in that outfit? Absolutely. Oh my God, it's got a little ghost on the front. She's actually dressed up in Ghostbusters gear. Well, it's not a jumpsuit. Is it a jumpsuit? It's got a belt. Do the Ghostbuster jumpsuits have belts? She wanted to go ghostbusting tonight. Yep, he's a dog. You can tell this dog... Wait, I have talked to animals! I have talked to animals! You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Hit H to hide the text? Oh yeah, that is is a jumpsuit. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. What have you got? You've got something. Something wet and nutty. Offer him a campaign contribution! You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at their strong odor, then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir. Drop it. Donate to a local politician. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. His angry eyes. Thank you for the generous campaign donation. You'd better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. Why, I never! Now you see what I mean. Not so much as begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Oh, I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Not when I'm off duty. The mayor scoffs. Off duty? The services you render for me are more important than your police work. I'm not going to confront him about Duke's body. Excuse me. Ooh, do I get serious with Jimmy? I knew he'd be a dog. And what bearing does that have on anything? Oh, did Tabby ruin it for you? This town has had a dog as mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends, and Winnie's biscuits, and a close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters. Oh. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Oh no, there's a crowd! Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? You're very well spoken. I can see how you got elected. Do you like Jaws? I've never watched them, which is a grievous hole in my movie history. I love him even more now. I didn't know I could. Yeah, he's great. I'm so glad I picked Talk with Animals. It's been so delightful for the entire playthrough. Wait, how do you know what's going on? I'm the mayor. I keep up to date with what's going on among my constituents. Well, it's unfortunate that there seems to be something amiss in Scarlet Hollow. I'm a pillar of the community. The dog mare is a direct copy of the mare from Jaws. I need to present myself as strong, calm, and collected in the face of danger. Otherwise, it might cause a panic. And nobody wants that, right? I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans, while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scraps never would have let those things prowl the woods for so long. Ooh! And yet you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice, and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know, I almost lost my life to those things the other night. And my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair of me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs. Gretchen is barking a lot. I think she doesn't like the mayor. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. I'm committed to having this conversation with the mayor while everybody's watching and listening. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. You're damn right I do. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles, like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen. Calm down, old girl. You're going to pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now's a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate, ne'er-do-well, you dog! Kanika is quick to follow. Follow them. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. So, are Kanika and Stella not going to ask me about what just happened? Do they already accept I can talk to animals? Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, it's the pastor. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Lore? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Now Perlane's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. So many options. I'm going to say Gretchen says she didn't vote for the mayor. The pastor goes quiet for a second, his face suddenly white as a sheet. The smile fades from his face as he stares at you intently, studying your expression. You too? Oh, I knew you'd be able to talk to animals. He glances to either side before continuing. I thought I was the only one. Please, come visit me at the church soon. Seems like we might have a lot to talk about. Ooh, another person who can talk to animals in this town. He hurries off, suddenly quiet and serious. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Oh my God, what are you wearing? Poor Rosalita. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Yeah, I'm not really into bears, but I can see that this guy would be delicious for people who are into that. Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. Yeah, there was nothing left to save, they said. Sorry, I can't think about it right now. Oh yeah, he's obviously going to be a romance option. Oscar, I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway, and they need the beds, so I have to come pick her up. She just lost her foot and they're discharging her? Even though our house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place. And Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. I'm even dressed for it. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bust or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. He managed to trick me a couple times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We have the power of friendship on our side. Don't worry, Oscar. We'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it. Tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you all then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Geez, should we tell him? Yeah, my second trait is mystical. Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Time to go. So, about the mayor. He's corrupt. That dog cares more about tourist money than protecting the town. Does Scarlet Hollow even get tourists? Kanika laughs. We get a few, who all come to see the mayor. The plot thickens. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. Oh, he's that kind of vulture, huh? He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. Yeah, it's like I said, not a lot of people go to church around here. It's not like folks in this town aren't Christians, but he's so creepy. No one wants to sit in the pews in that rundown old church and listen to that guy. Plus, the guy was grinning through the entirety of my dad's funeral. What a ghoul. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it, too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Oh, before I forget, I invited Tabitha to come ghost hunting. You invited her? Even after last night? I mean, if anything, I thought she was actually pretty helpful. Stella, last night was a disaster. For all we know, Tabitha just escalated things. She did the opposite, Kanika. Kanika sighs. All right, it happened. Let's not get into it. Again. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Oh, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, she will show, and the two of you will finally get along. What about inviting Avery? Ooh, there's a thought. Oh, yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they'd get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping in our own shadows. Cool, I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. I wonder if the pastor's cursed. I felt something. Take a menu option that requires 2 traits. Ah, mystical. Oh, the achievement is called Fusion, ha. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive. Unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Agreed. We're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. Okay. So there's half an hour left in the stream. But I am very hot and it's very humid. And I think this is a good border portion. How would you feel about me stopping here and doing an extra half hour later in the month when we do the second stream of the month? I am also very hungry. As my stomach starts growling loudly. That's cool. Okay, yeah. I think this is a good stopping point. Man, this game is so good. This game is so good. I really like this game. This game is so good. The horror is great. The humor is great. The characters are great. The art is great. I love the talk to animals stuff. I'm glad I could show you talk to animals, Alana. You should do a playthrough with talk to animals. It's so fun. Oh man, it adds so much to the game too. Like Gretchen being an actual character instead of just a regular doge, adds so much to the game. The conversations, the dialogue with her around is great. And getting to meet Dustin was great. And the cat is funny. And Mayor Jimmy was a great encounter. The game kind of feels like it was designed with talk to animals in mind. Like they wrote the story with talk to animals activated and then deactivated it for people who didn't take talk to animals. That's kind of how it feels like they structured the game. It was one of the last traits added? It does not feel like it. The game feels like it's built with that in mind. They did a really good job with it. Wow. Huh. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to read my schedule off and get off. Before I do that, I would like to plug my Patreon, though. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income, and I make $800 to $1,000 a month, trending towards $800 because I lost a big patron, which is enough to pay my rent and my bills, but not much beyond that. I would like to start putting together savings for medical emergencies, for if I need to replace stuff, whatever emergencies crop up. And you guys can help me do that. If you go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or whatever in between that you feel like you can spare, I would be incredibly grateful. You guys make it so that I can do this for a living. This is my job and I love it. I'm incredibly grateful that you guys make it so I can do this for a living. So pledge to my Patreon. I would appreciate it. There is also a slot open. Today was a patron pick. I'm playing this game for a patron who's paying me a certain amount a month to play it for a certain number of hours per month. There is one slot open out of 9 on my Patreon for you to pick a game for me to play once a month. So snag that if you can. Those are the bulk of my income. So yeah, as for my schedule, tomorrow is, of course, our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Sunday will be Wild Arms 3 for a patron. Monday will be a Bird Story for a patron, which is probably going to be a very short stream, so I'll probably stream something after that. Maybe Street Fighter 6, maybe Final Fantasy 3. We'll see. Tuesday will be Finding Paradise for a patron. Wednesday will be Pokemon Rejuvenation for a patron. Thursday and Friday, I don't have anything scheduled, so we'll see what I do then. And then next Saturday will, of course, be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's what's coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.